across from Wasden Cabinet Shop in Scriven. Deal with the insurance company so you don't have to. Call them at 579-2274. That's 579-2274.
Local news on WIFO.
It's time now for a look at the latest in local news. In the news, ever since Sheriff John Carter and Police Chief Doug Lewis have joined forces with this Jesup Wayne County Criminal Task Force, a lot of arrests are being made, and both the sheriff and the police chief believe they're making a difference in the war against drugs in the county. Another press release with the arrest occurring on February 28th as units conducted a search warrant at 505 North 4th Street. During the search, warrants were issued. 2 arrests have been made. First arrest is Tony L. Robinson of Jesup, charged with the following: possession of Schedule I narcotic with intent to distribute, possession of Schedule II narcotic, 2 counts on that charge, and possession of Schedule I narcotic with intent to distribute within 1,000 feet of a public park. Second arrest is Dakota Watson of Jesup. Watson's charged with possession of Schedule I narcotic with intent to distribute, possession of a Schedule I narcotic with intent to distribute within 1,000 feet of a public park. The Sheriff's Department and Police Department stated items seized during the search warrant include 2 dirt bikes, over $8,000 in cash, over 8 ounces of synthetic marijuana, and 2 cell phones. Once again, the arrests were made February 28th at 505 North 4th Street here in Wayne County. Executive Director of the Industrial Development Authority, Del Keith, has some good news for the county as a project they've been working on for months has worked out. Del Keith has announced that the Georgia Public Service Commission on Tuesday, February 20th, unanimously approved the construction of a 12,900-foot natural gas line that will spur economic development and create some jobs in Wayne County. Gas line extension will provide natural gas to Wayne County's Industrial Development Authority's 450-acre highway at 341 South Industrial Park, including a 350-acre GRAD, which stands for Georgia Ready for Accelerated Development site, and another 100-acre property between Gardai and Mount Pleasant. For this project, Atlanta Gas Light Company, AGLC, has proposed to install a tap station on its 12-inch Magnolia pipeline at the intersection of the Magnolia pipeline right-of-way and Aiken Road. The company proposed to install approximately 5,900 feet of 6-inch steel along Aiken Road and approximately 7,000 feet of 4-inch steel along US 341 to serve the facility. Estimated cost of the project, $4.9 million. The cost recovery for the capital expenditures will be through a future AGLC Georgia Rate Adjustment Mechanism Graham filing. AGLC is certified to serve the location. IDA Director Del Key says, quote, "We're so excited to hear that our project, which we've been working on for over a year to get in the forefront of the Public Service Commission, has been approved. On behalf of myself and our board, I'd like to express our gratitude to the Commission for considering and approving it. I'd also like to thank all of our state and federal representatives who worked on this project. State Representatives Chad Nimmer and Bill Werkheiser, State Senator Blake Chillery, U.S. Representative Buddy Carter, and U.S. Senator Johnny Isaacson, as well as candidate for Governor Brian Kemp and DNR Commissioner Mark Williams. All stepped up to bring attention to the need for this gas line. In addition, Lindsey Thomas, former U.S. Congressman, went above and beyond to make connections in Atlanta that help showcase the need for the project. We sincerely appreciate their commitment to rural Georgia. Construction of this gas line is a major economic development victory for Wayne County. It'll put our Highway 341 South Industrial Park on the map for industry looking to locate in southeast Georgia, and has put us one step closer to a deal with the prospect who's been waiting to hear the outcome of this decision. IDA purchased the Highway 341 property in 2007 and in 2015 completed the rigorous GRAD process of certifying the site to its advanced state of readiness for prospects looking to relocate to southeast Georgia. Again, the word came down this week that Georgia Public Service Commission approved the natural gas line for Wayne County. We'll come back with more news after this word from our sponsor, other commercial messages, so please stay tuned.
Totally transparent car buying. With Neesmith Chevrolet Buick GMC live market pricing, know for certain you're buying at the low market price. We constantly monitor multiple auto and competitor websites to always offer the most aggressive market prices. No games, no gimmicks, no kidding. That's why Neesmith Chevrolet Buick GMC is the home of the no-hassle deal. Skip the runaround and discover the difference of truly transparent buying on every new and pre-owned vehicle every day. We're online just like you, and we continuously scan pricing on hundreds of vehicles to update prices in real time. At Neesmith Chevrolet Buick GMC, know for certain that our live market price is the low market price. Experience a new and totally transparent way to buy with live market pricing.
Neesmith Chevrolet Buick GMC, home of the no-hassle deal.
Chevy, find new roads.
We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon.
When President Kennedy challenged us to go to the moon by the end of the decade, Yates Astro was celebrating 34 years as a growing termite and pest control company. Today, Yates Astro is celebrating 90 years of customer satisfaction, with offices serving homes and businesses across the entire Southeast Georgia region. There are no roaches, rats, or ants on the moon, so Yates Astro doesn't have an office there. But if you live in Southeast Georgia, we're here. 90 years and counting.
Morton Collision is located at 1320 West Pine Street in Jesup. Morton's offers free estimates, 23-hour towing, and they guarantee their work. Call 427-3769 or after hours 912-294-6140. The staff at Morton Collision Center works with all insurance companies. So for guaranteed work with a qualified staff, go to Morton Collision at 1320 West Pine Street in Jesup. Morton Collision, quality you can see.
Qualify for local elections begins Monday at the Wayne County Probate Office, and by the end of next week, Wayne Countyans will know the list of candidates who are seeking a spot on the County Commission Board, also a spot on the Wayne County Board of Education. You have a full week to qualify, March 5th, Monday to Friday, March 9th at 12 noon. That's the deadline. Qualifying fees, $100 to run for a school board position, just $54 to run for a county commission seat. All incumbent commissioners have announced that they are seeking re-election, all on hand last night at Taste of Wayne. Again, they all state that they're seeking re-election. Again, WIFO has not heard of anyone else seeking a county commission seat, but will be learning next week if any of the incumbents have opposition in this year's election. School board, different stories. Several names have been floating out there as possible candidates to run for a school board, as two incumbents have announced that they are not seeking re-election, and both Mitch Sutton and Janet Royal have indicated they will not be seeking another term to the board, and Nick Ellis, Ray Davis, and Sharon Daniel all seeking another term on the Board of Education. The WIFO believes, from what we've heard, that all three most likely will face opposition, as we've talked with several that have heard will be seeking office, but none have been willing to confirm that this week. So we'll just wait and see how the qualifying period plays out. But again, qualifying begins Monday at the probate office here in Wayne County. If you need any information about qualifying, you can call the probate office at 427-5940. We'll have the list of candidates for you on Friday's afternoon's newscast. Wayne County's 9th Annual Taste of Wayne took place last night at Coastal Pines Technical College, and a great crowd on hand as the chamber held a silent and live auction, while 14 local food vendors provided the food and competed for bragging rights for the year 2018. Votes and results are as follows from last night. Southern Weddings and Country Flowers took home 2 awards last night, including the People's Choice Award and the award for Best Tablescape. Cutting Edge Award for Originality went to One Love Soul Food. The Silver Spoon for appearance went to Angel's Fine Dining. Best Bite went to Sybil's Family Restaurant, and One Love Soul Food also took home the Judge's Choices Award. And a tremendous crowd at the event last night at Coastal Pines Technical College, so they're already planning next year's 10th anniversary. We'll come back with some final news notes after this word from our sponsor, the commercial messages, so please stay tuned.
Totally transparent car buying with Neesmith Chevrolet Buick GMC live market pricing. Know for certain you're buying at the low market price. We constantly monitor multiple auto and competitor websites to always offer the most aggressive market prices. No games, no gimmicks, no kidding. That's why Neesmith Chevrolet Buick GMC is the home of the no-hassle deal. Skip the runaround and discover the difference of truly transparent buying on every new and pre-owned vehicle every day. We're online just like you, and we continuously scan pricing on hundreds of vehicles to update prices in real time. At Neesmith Chevrolet Buick GMC, know for certain that our live market price is the low market price. Experience a new and totally transparent way to buy with live market pricing.
Neesmith Chevrolet Buick GMC, home of the no-hassle deal.
Chevy, find new roads.
When further treatment is no longer an option, hospice can provide services to manage symptoms and difficulties caused by illness. Emotional, psychosocial, and spiritual care, as well as support to the families and caregivers, are all part of hospice care. Hospice of South Georgia has been a part of the health community in Wayne and surrounding counties for over 13 years. The professional yet compassionate attention provided by our staff is unsurpassed. Widely supported by donations from the local population, Hospice of South Georgia is the only nonprofit hospice in Wayne County. Our new administrative offices, located at 1625 Sunset Boulevard, have opened recently as Phase 1 of our building project. Hospice of South Georgia accepts anyone who meets hospice criteria, regardless of their ability to pay. Please call 912-588-0080 to speak to someone about hospice care. That was 912-588-0080. We are your hometown hospice, and we are here to serve you. Hospice of South Georgia, working to add life to your days.
Finally, in the news, Wayne County Superior Court in session Wednesday with Judge Burt Guy on the bench. A lot of police taken in front of the judge. Two of the police, former Wayne County employees, were arrested after a GBI investigation into misconduct and illegal activity into the Wayne County Jail and Detention Center, which led to several employees being fired and criminal charges being filed against them. Several more cases will come through the judicial system, but a lot of these cases making their way through the judicial system this past week. Again, two former employees in court with their attorneys pleading guilty to the criminal charges. One former employee, Juan Guillermo Bonilla, now a resident in the state of Florida, where his attorney, Adrian Browning, told the judge that he's a veteran who served both in Iraq and Afghanistan. Currently working on his master's in psychology, wants to help soldiers who are returning from wars. Two of the original charges against Bonilla were no billed, and the remaining charge that he pled guilty to on Wednesday was making false statements to law enforcement, denying that he had an inappropriate relationship with one of the females involved in the case. For the guilty plea, receives 5 years probation, allowed to serve the probation in the state of Florida. He's not allowed to seek a job in law enforcement, has agreed to have no contact with the female in the case. Second former Wayne County employee, Bernard Jarvis, pled guilty to violation of oath of office, false imprisonment. He receives a 10-year probated sentence, 90 to 120 days in the PDC, must register as a sex offender, must have no contact with two females that he pled guilty to having an inappropriate relationship with while employed at the Sheriff's Department. He was represented by attorney Frank Aspewall, pled guilty to the charges on Wednesday in court, again in front of Superior Court Judge Burt Guy. Reports are that several more former employees will head through the judicial system. Again, one employee, the Sheriff's Department, Gary Bo Jackson, has requested a jury trial. He faces a 7-count indictment, including bribery, criminal attempt to commit a felony, and several counts of violation of his oath of office. And all these charges stem from a GBI investigation requested by Sheriff John Carter once accusations were made by several females who came forward with the charges of misconduct by the jailers and detention officers. And WIFO continues to follow the story as it develops, but two in court Wednesday pleading guilty to the criminal charges. That's going to do it for latest in local news. Sports comes your way in a few minutes. Bob Morgensen, have a great day.
You've been listening to local news on WIFO.